So if you're looking around for some more case options for the Pixel 6a, today I'm going to show you several good options. So let's go ahead and get started. Now this one is the Clearguard case by Crave. This one also has military grade drop protection. This one's actually a pretty thick TPU material around the edges, more of a harder plastic there on the back. Pretty simple to put this one on. I always like to start where the buttons are and the rest just kind of snaps into place. Before you put this one on, I would highly recommend that you clean the back on your phone. Any fingerprints or dirt, you're gonna see right through the back of the case. Power and volume buttons stick out really nice on this one. You can see a little bit of branding there on the edge as well. Power and volume buttons are nice and clicky on this one. As you can see, you barely have to push them to get them to work. Pretty nice protection there for the cameras on the back, so you shouldn't have to worry about those getting scratched up. Nice screen protection with a pretty good lip there going around the edges. You've also got an oversized cutout there on the bottom for the charging port. You are going to get some fingerprints on the back of this one. As long as you're cleaning the case on a regular basis, I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. This phone weighs 178 grams by itself. Once you put the case on, takes it up to 210. Overall, pretty nice quality here by Crave. If you're looking for a clear case because you don't want to cover up the back of your Pixel phone, you should definitely check this one out. Here's another case by Caseology. This one's called the Aflex. Comes in 3 different colors: active green, active orange, and the one shown here is active gray. Sort of a rough texture there on the outside that makes this one super grippy. It also has what looks like a slot there on the back, sort of like you could put something in there, but no, that's just for looks. Pretty simple to just start this on one side and then the rest just kind of snaps right on there. The nice thing is this one's gonna work if you have a screen protector already on there as well. Now I've got a screen protector on here and it looks like the edges still stick up just a little bit higher than that. Power and volume buttons are covered by that same TPU material with the rough texture. And the buttons are nice and clicky. You don't really have to push them that hard to get them to work. I feel like they should have called this a grip case personally. It almost has a rough, almost sandpaper-like texture. Really nice protection there for the cameras on the back. Also has an oversized cutout there on the bottom for the charging port. Pretty minimal branding on this one. Now this case is a little bit more heavy duty, a little bit thicker. Makes the phone weigh 238 grams with this case on. If you want a slim case, but maybe a little bit more rugged, and one that's got really good grip, you'll definitely want to check this one out. Now if you're looking for a thin case, but has more of a leather kind of look to it, you might want to check this one out by Suzy. Comes in several different colors. You've got orange, green, brown, black, and the one shown here is gray. As you can see, sort of a weathered look to the back there. Sort of feels like leather too. Now this one's super thin, really lightweight. Now this phone weighs 178 with no case. With this case on it, 216 grams. Decent camera protection there on the back. And I just like how they continued the black all the way across. So even though you have this case on, it still looks like a Pixel phone. Power and volume buttons stick out plenty there on the side, so they're easy to locate. Pretty nice and clicky as well. As you can see with my screen protector on, very minimal protection, but just enough so you can put this face down and it's not gonna scratch things up. You got an oversized cutout for the charging port, maybe not quite as big as some of the others, but overall really nice quality, softer TPU material on the edges, and if you're looking for a lightweight case with leather on the back, this one's a nice affordable option. This affordable case by Taurus has a nice semi-clear, hard plastic back. Nice soft TPU material around the edges, almost like a soft touch material there on the back. You can see the buttons stick out just enough so you can tell where they're located. Pretty user-friendly and nice and clicky. Now we've got a screen protector on this phone, but you can see there's still just a little bit of lip protection there around the edges. So it's still gonna protect the screen from getting all scratched up if you lay this face down. Pretty nice protection there for the cameras on the back. You've got an oversized cutout there for the charging port. Not quite as transparent there on the back as I would like, but still looks pretty good overall and feels like really nice build quality. 32 grams for the case. It's a little bit more grippy on the sides and then a soft touch material there on the back. Real small logo there on the side. Overall, just a really nice case by Taurus. As you can see, the Rhino Gear case for the Pixel 6a, sort of like a clear case, softer TPU material around the sides, and then they're using an acrylic plastic there on the back. Overall, pretty nice and rigid. You'll definitely want to make sure you clean your phone off before putting it into this one. First thing you're going to notice with this one, around the edges, you've got this glossy TPU material. It actually has a really nice grip to it. You can see the buttons stick out just enough on this one. The buttons are really nice and clicky, and I like how they split the volume button, just a little easier to use in my opinion. It looks like just enough screen protection, so if you put this face down, you don't have to worry about getting it all scratched up. Obviously, this kind of case is going to have fingerprints there on the back, so I would just expect to have to clean this every so often. You can also see sort of air pockets there on the back of this case, which over time I would think those would kind of work their way out once this gets a little bit more heated up. Decent protection for the cameras on the back, and then you've got a really nice oversized cutout for the charging port, maybe even a little larger than some of the others I've tested. This one's a pretty lightweight case as well. Without the case, 178 grams. With the case on, brings it up to 206 grams. So really, I think the only thing that would make people hesitate a little bit on this case is gonna be the air pockets there in the back, which I imagine is gonna take some time before they disappear. Besides that though, really nice case here with a really nice grip around the edges. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.